Hello, so in this video, I just want to show how to mark on Turnitin, some general things that for all the courses should be the same, um, and Turnitin generally keeps the same ideas, so I hope this should just gives you a general idea of what you can expect and how to do the marking, especially if you're a first-time marker, even if you have marked a few times, just the way I like to have my courses marked. Okay. Okay, so I quickly want to show you how to go about the marking for any of the courses that you're involved with that I teach. So in general, you can do one of two things. You can either go to wherever the Turnitin links are located. So there was something like a practicals tab, and then there was something that says Turnitin links, and you can find the Turnitin links there. Or you can go to the full grade center, and then you can find whichever thing you are supposed to be marking, and then you'll find the submissions there, and then you can say grade user activity, and you will be taken to the to the page. Yeah, so those are the two methods. So in the first one, so we just probably need to just go through that. So that was the grade center method. If you want to go through this method, you just go to here. And with this one, you just click on whatever you want to go and grade, and it will take you to the same place or the same assignment inbox. Right, so again, then you see everyone's whatever they've submitted. And then you just need to go to the point where it says grade. Because of course, it's just saying all sorts of things to me now because I just made an example. And then you'll see whatever the person has submitted. Right. Some things that you need to take note of. So there's a little I here at the corner of the bottom corner here. This gives you the date of submissions. In other words, when did they submit? So then you can use that to apply the penalty system. Just note that Turnitin uses an AM and PM system. So 11:52 AM means 8 minutes to 12 in the morning. So just before noon in the morning. And so if it says, it will say 12:03 AM, it means it was 3 minutes past midnight. It doesn't mean it was 3 minutes past 12 in the afternoon. That will mean 12:03 PM, for example. Right. Okay. So that's where you can check that. And then in general, you know about all the, if you left click, then you're able to add a quick mark. You can do your own quick marks, things that you see everybody does wrong or whatever. You can add a nice comment for them. You can give it a name and then write the comment. You can also write a text comment. For example, if you just want to give the mark that they've gotten for a section, if you want to write that explicitly. But one thing that I have added since, or one thing I've added to everything is I've added a grading form to all the modules. So you will see for whatever you're marking exactly according to the memorandum is your sections. You can fill in the marks. So for example, this, you give the title, you give 1, you give the introduction, you give 4, and you see as you enter the scores or the marks, then it automatically tallies. And then once everybody's tallied it, the last person just needs to say, or if you're marking on your own, of course, you say at the end, once you've put in all the marks, then you say apply to grade, and it will automatically tally the marks for you and applied. But if somebody says something, then you just need to say apply to grade again because it doesn't automatically update. Okay. You can also add things here like a voice comment for someone. So you can record your voice and then leave a voice comment for them, or you can give them a generalized comment like that, of course, and then you have your quick marks. Right. So I would like to encourage you to use this section of Turnitin's grading as much as possible, specifically the grading forms, because that's now nicely incorporated for you, so you don't have to count by hand or count up tally marks by hand to use the grading form, but you still have to give them information here. For example, if you're going to give them a mark of 2 out of 10, say you got 2 out of 10 because of these reasons. Other things that you need to flag, okay, of course, this is now very plagiarized because I just uploaded an article, but you need to follow these kinds of things. You need to look for it. Things where there is a template where they've been provided with the template has been excluded from Turnitin, so it should not be picking up that, but you generally need to be checking this essentially submitted to the University of Pretoria. So in other words, that's the one we're the most concerned about if they copy from one another. And you can access that by clicking. So in other words, I went to the number, I just went down there, and then you can see submitted to University of Pretoria, and then you can access these papers um, if there's an actual source there. So if there's something that someone has submitted once upon a time, then you can see, for example, it highlights there, it highlights whatever it was, and you say, okay, but I want to see the actual source, then you can click on it, and it will show to you there's the actual source that was submitted to the university. Yeah, so it will then, of course, show if it was someone else's report that they did at some stage or whatnot. Right, so that's in general how you mark. Please make diligent notes on the students' reports. Remember, when you were a student, then you wanted to have great feedback in terms of what you were doing wrong, how you could improve. Um, you're not allowed to necessarily share the memorandum exactly, but you can paraphrase and say it was more supposed to be in this direction, that kind of thing. Okay, so I hope this is a general idea. Um, if Turnitin changes the format or whatever, but in general, you just search for something that says grade and it keeps to this little pencil icon, right? And then, of course, you can access it through the grade center or the actual marking page that I provide usually here in the practicals tab, or whichever course you're marking, 285, 282, 385, or 382, or whatever course I'm involved with whenever you see this video. Yeah, so that's my general marking advice. Thank you.